Hi, and welcome to One Way Football. Yes, we're back again after the international break of that boring England side. And Southgate has proved again that why he shouldn't be manager of England. Do we all agree on that, Richard?
Yeah, at the moment we do, yeah. I think he's not been shifting the team in the right direction after the Euros. Something's not right there.
No, not at all, mate. It's I don't know. Just after that Euros, he's like, I mean, why is he like constantly picking that fucking fridge, Harry Maguire? What is that all about?
Terrible defender. I wouldn't even put him in the England line. I wouldn't even put him in the Premier League team.
But even being like a Spurs supporter, would you agree though that Ben White gets over Harry Maguire? Ben White should have been picked, I think.
Yeah, all day long. Yeah, definitely all day long. But it's just something about Maguire. He's too risky.
Yeah,
for what we need in our team. Too risky.
He's stupid, mate. He's stupid. But look, we're not here to talk about England anymore. That's over. It's done with. International break's gone. Let's talk about the real stuff. The Premier League is back this Saturday, and the first game we're going to talk about is Arsenal versus Tottenham.
Right.
And
someone's got to turn the TV off. I can hardly hear anything.
See, look, there's always one. Look, comes on the channel. Thinks he can just storm in, do what he wants because he's a Spurs supporter. Yeah, we're here to talk about the North London derby. Also, at the end of this video as well, we'll just quickly go on some of the main games as well over the weekend that are going to be crucial for the table. Arsenal have won their last two Premier League home games against Spurs. And I was saying to someone else before I came on here that it seems like that every time these two teams go away, it's very difficult. The away side is always difficult to go to a home side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, very difficult.
I mean, looking at this game now, both sides. So yeah, Ed, going into this game, are you confident?
Very
confident going into this game.
Yeah, I believe. Now, listen, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I believe Spurs have the best counter-attack in Europe. However, I feel we've had a good season at home, and when they come to us, they usually tend to not play that well, like they do when we're at home, as you said. So yeah, I'm pretty confident going into this game. It's at home in the Premier League. So yeah, I'm very, very confident. I always am when it's a home game in the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, the home games are like for Arsenal, it's like I said before, we're kind of a bit of a fortress when it comes to Spurs coming to us, and it's vice versa. Do you know what I mean? I think the last two games as well that we've gone to White Hart Lane, it's
3.
Yeah, is it 3? The last 3 games that we've lost.
We've gone there 3 times and we lost 3 times.
Yeah. So it's derbies are very difficult to pick out, man. I don't know the situation with Tottenham at the moment with injuries. Can you shed a bit of light on that, Rich?
Kulusevski's out, I think, at the moment with hamstring, which is a pain in the backside because we could deal with him against Arsenal because he's a strong player. Kane seems to be okay. Son is sort of trying to get back into the team. But not nothing major at the moment, my friend. But I think it's going to be a close game. If you read back on the history that we've been playing a lot against each other, it always seems to be a draw, pretty much more than one team winning than the other.
Yeah. See what, going into this game though, it's just tricky because both sides now are looking at that first place.
But if teams are fire at the minute, you can't stop either one of them. You know,
and then you've also got another derby, City versus United, which everyone's going to be watching, depending on what outcome comes on this derby. I've gone for another 3-1 like last season though. I'm not holding back, mate. I mean, I think we are going to probably wipe the floor with yous.
Well, someone has to believe that. I mean, I think we'll give it to you. We'll try anyway, at least. But like Ed said, every time Tottenham go to Arsenal, we seem to almost be afraid of them and not play to our full potential. But then, obviously, when you come to our backyard, we seem to think, right, it's only Arsenal, let's try and devastate them. But yeah, I mean,
tip for tap.
Yeah, it is. It is very much tit for tat, Ed. I mean, you are correct, mate. But hopefully Tottenham turn up. But then Arsenal at the moment, they're unstoppable. They're absolutely playing lovely football.
The thing that we've got to watch out for the most, though, is like we made big mistakes against United, and Arteta went in there trying to press too early, and we played a high line. If we do that against your counter attack, you're
going to get stung.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a bit more tactical than people think. They just go in there with all guns blazing. It can't. I don't think it can happen that way.
No, it won't.
I think need to. The first 20 minutes is going to be, I think, just end to end, and it's not going to
be like a game of chess
away. Yeah. I can't see it going off straight away, and we're running away with it in the first 20 minutes. I doubt that's going to happen. Ed, what do you think?
For me, I think it's going to be a very, very close game. I'd say, as I said, they're going counter attack, but I think we'll have a very, very fair game, and I think it's going to be a 4-3 win for Arsenal.
4-3.
A lot of goals then. Yeah, a lot of goals. I don't think there'll be that many, give or take on the history. You're looking
That's
about
my prediction.
Yeah, no, each to their own. You look. I probably think you'll probably get about 4 goals in the whole game. Which way it goes, I don't know.
Yeah, let's put it out this way, right? Antonio is probably the more superior manager out of the two.
Yeah.
He's got the more experience. And when we played him last season at home, you had what's his name?
Nuno from Wolves, yeah.
So it's a totally different game now.
Mm-hmm.
And you beat us at White Hart Lane with Antonio, so Antonio knows what he's up against now.
He's more of an attacking manager, where Nuno and Mourinho were more defensive. They played deep, like back deeper. What Antonio, he likes to play attacking football. He doesn't like boring football at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Which sort of suits Tottenham, because they're not a slow team. Yeah.
And to be fair as well, Arsenal in their last 8 games, we haven't kept a clean sheet. Oh, actually, Brentford. Did we keep a clean sheet against Brentford?
Yeah.
Brentford's the only game. But I mean, we haven't kept a clean sheet in our last 8 games. I think it's against Hughes.
Right, okay.
I think we have conceded every game. So it's like it's your attacking, it's your defense that isn't what I'm not worried about. Your attack, mate.
Our defense has always been a bit hit and miss.
Yeah,
honestly, that's one thing that Tottenham, that's their, I say, weak link in their armour. As soon as a team attacks them, they don't know what to do in the defence area. But like you said, as soon as from the halfway point up to your end, they're ruthless. They seem to click. Yeah. But you are right. The defence of Tottenham's, it's not great.
I mean, let's put it out straight, right? Like if we were going to put like a combined 11, we haven't really got much time to do that though this time. But I'm saying, let's quickly go through it. I mean, Kane over Jesus.
I'd say Jesus, even being the Tottenham boy. Jesus is on fire.
Yeah. See, now if Johnny was on this podcast right now, he'd have something to say.
He'd rip me a new backside, wouldn't
he? He would, mate. he would literally, he'd be going mental right now. He'd be going, "You smoking something?"
No, it's just facts. If you look at the facts and look at what Jesus has done since coming from Man City, he's been the most improved, most impressive player since the start of the season. I know we're probably 7 games in, but even still, within that 7 games, he's just flourished. The only person I could think that would come close to him is Haaland.
And did you say Kulusevski's out? Is he?
Yeah, at the moment, he's got a hamstring injury, but whether that changes or not, I'm not sure.
I think he would have been our biggest threat as well. He's a
dangerous player.
Is he play on the right? Does he?
When we're at, he does play on the right hand side.
On the right, yeah. So I mean, the thing is, if we play Ben White on the right, I don't think
he'd struggle against Kulusevski. If White was on the same side as Kulusevski, he'd struggle against him.
But then we've got you get past Ben White and then you got to deal with Saliba. Do you know what I mean? So he's kind of Saliba's that kind of backup for him. I don't think Tomiyasu would be much of a threat. Against Kulusevski. But no, I'm quite happy that he's out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet you are.
Son will be playing though. Son loves scoring against us.
Yeah, he certainly does. Yeah, he does. He's got a point to prove because when we watched was it Leicester 6-2, he came on within 13 minutes. He scored a hat trick. Just to let everyone know that you can't write him off.
I mean, man, yeah, he was a beast that game, wasn't he? I mean, that second half, like this is another thing where I'm not getting too worried about Spurs because all this hype about you is like yeah, we beat these 6-2 and that, like, but like anyone's beating
Leicester, a nobody team. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They're
we're not Leicester.
I mean, they're not the same team they were like 2 seasons ago when they were winning FA Cups and stuff like that. You know, they're a totally different side now. Do you know what I mean? Brendan Rodgers, what is he even doing there still? I don't. How long do you give a manager like when you're bottom of the league with 1 point? And we're 7 games in.
7 games in, you're top. You got I don't know what 10 goal difference to Tottenham's 11. I mean, you're on 18 points, and you've pretty much won every game since you started, or if not drawn a couple. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think actually you're unbeaten, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you're unbeaten because we lost against Man United.
Yeah,
obviously.
It's just conceding too many draws once again, like Tottenham normally do.
Yeah. That's it, man. I mean, I've watched your games. Like I've said this before, and it's like Tottenham are winning games, but they're not convincingly winning them.
No, they're not. They're just scraping through.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's taking me off the edge a little bit, you know. So it's that feel factor. I don't think in history this time now it's been a bigger tension than there has before between two.
Look at the squad you've got. Look at the squad you've got and the squad we've got. Within the last 12 months, Tottenham's gone basically from an average team to a title contending team like Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know, it's within 12 months, both teams have transformed differently for the better, I hope. So
I mean, like I say before, if whoever wins that game is either staying top or going top, and then it's all to do with City and United game, which we're going to get to in a minute. Before we move on, I want to get your score predictions for the weekend, though. So, Richard, what are you going?
I'm going to go a draw, 2-2.
I'd probably be happy with a draw as well, to be fair. Ed?
4-3 Arsenal win.
Oh, you said 4-3 before, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a lot of goals, man, in a derby, man. I mean, I know you said 2-2, but I mean, like, 4-3. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, Tottenham won't be playing that good.
That's what I said. I said 3-1. I reckon we'll do it like we did last season at home. But then when we go to your place, I think
but we've got a different team. We've got different players this time round. And where we're sitting at the moment, Conte's not going to let them lie down. He's going to say to them, go into that game full on, get what you can out of it.
A player that did score against you last season was Smith Rowe. He just picked up an injury. No, he's out for 2 months.
Surgery, so he's out now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, we're fine. We got Martinelli, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to be playing the same team we played with Brentford. Do you know what I mean? I think he's going to go for Martinelli, Jesus, Saka, Partey if he's available. Partey.
Oh, yeah, I've read the report. He said he should be available for this game.
Yeah, so I'd say Partey because he is our strongest midfielder. And then I know he's probably going to play Xhaka, but I'd rather Odegaard in the middle with Partey.
Xhaka, no. The way he's been playing, it's been Partey, Xhaka, and Odegaard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But me personally, you know my thoughts on Xhaka. For me, I'd rather put someone like Sambi there or Vieira.
And then the back four, White on the right, Saliba, Gabriel, and I'd probably go Tierney.
Yeah, or you could do Zinchenko instead of Xhaka. Because
I just think who do you have in your so who would play on your right then? Would it be Son? If
Yeah, you'd have to
Probably-
switch him. You'd have to switch him and put Richarlison up with Kane.
So
Got Lucas
Richarlison will
Moura.
play on the left.
Yeah, but you'd have to switch him. You'd have to put because Kulusevski is not going to be playing, is he?
No, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, we
where
got
would
Lucas
you-
Moura though, haven't you?
who's going to be on that right?
So it's an hard one, isn't it?
The right
Lucas
of
Moura?
because whoever that is, like I think if Zinchenko was playing on that left, he'd get bullied.
Yeah, he would. You want someone quite.
Whereas Tierney is a bit of more of a he's a bit of a, more
He
of a
knows
dog
what.
on that.
Yeah,
that left.
Tierney. He knows what derbies means. He's played for Celtic.
That's what I'm
against
saying.
Rangers,
So I'd rather have him
he's got
playing.
that. He's
there.
got that. He's got the mentality.
And then if I like over 60 minutes, if we're winning, then bring Zinchenko on or something. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
Let's
a
go.
dangerous
Let's
player.
go through your team though. How do you think it's going to line up for Tottenham?
Well, you got the front three. Oh, well, I'd go probably Richarlison, Kane, and Son up front. Just stick them right. Do the front three. You got Pulisic, Sessegnon, Dyer, and Davis at the back, and then I'd probably try and give
Dyer's
Sessegnon
actually
a
picked
run.
up his game a little bit now.
Yeah, he has picked up his game a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit.
got a lot better to be fair because he was well. His fucking name says it all, didn't it? Dyer.
Yeah.
He was Dyer straight to one point.
I'd give Sessegnon and the Romero a run out as well because that Romero's a great player, mate. He just loves tackling people, getting stuck in, and that's what we need against Arsenal. Because if you've got players like Jesus running either side of the pitch down the centre, you'd want him to try and chop him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely, and he would do that definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's going to be a battle of the midfield, isn't it? Really, that's the midfield is the key. Like in these derbies.
Well, if you win the midfield, you've won the match. You
That's
can
it,
try the whole game.
That's it. Yeah. Moving on, right? So Arsenal, Tottenham out of the way. Obviously, Arsenal going to win.
A brave man.
Enthusiasm.
Liverpool, Brighton, right? Liverpool, Brighton. That's going to be a tricky one for Liverpool. You know.
Do you know what? I'm going Brighton win on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sticking to my gun. I'm going to go Brighton 2 now.
Because Brighton haven't been that bad lately. I mean, they've been getting out results. So
yeah, I just can't stand bin dippers. Brighton all the way 2 now.
Ed, what do you say on that game?
I'll go 1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, I think it will be a bit of a tight game. I'll probably go 2-1 Liverpool. I think Brighton.
Where is
will
it?
get a goal,
Anfield
though.
or Brighton?
Anfield.
Anfield. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's that changes it all. To be fair, because I don't think Brighton can handle that atmosphere.
No.
Yeah, it's 2-1 Brighton. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
2-1
2-1
Brighton.
Brighton. Yeah, 2-1 Brighton. Liverpool's going to get a goal at home at least, aren't they? So
Okay. Moving on to another key game: Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. That's going to be a hard one for Chelsea as well.
and
There
where's
it is,
this?
man. Like,
Stamford Bridge.
Selhurst.
No, it's at
Selhurst.
Yeah. It's at Palace. Yeah. So
1-0
probably
Palace.
I'd probably say 1-0 Palace.
Yeah, that's what I just said. 1-0 Palace.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
Yep.
3-0 Palace.
3-0 Palace. Chelsea
Wow.
getting murked everywhere. Like Potter in the mud, mate.
Well, he says pottery, so.
Yeah. He needs to go back to Hogwarts, mate.
The manager who left has come to die.
Yeah. West Ham versus Wolves. West Ham as well, bottom of the table. I think they actually
Not bottom.
They got 4 points. It's more than what I actually thought they had. But Wolves as well, they're not playing great. I mean, where are they? They're at the bottom as well. So they're on 6. They're just above West Ham. So who's winning that? Do you know what I mean? Staying above it, the other. But I mean, I would say I'd probably go Wolves to win that 2-0. Would you?
Yeah, Wolves. Yeah, I'd go with that on Wolves. 1-0 Wolves. 1-0. Because they're not playing. They're not scoring many goals either team, are they?
No. I doubt it's going to be a very exciting game. To be fair,
it's going to be a boring game.
Yeah. Ed,
I'm actually going to go say 2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham, yeah?
Yeah.
Is this their turnaround point, do you reckon?
I think so. I mean, Wolves aren't really scoring that much. They've lost their best player in Bowley, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just think West Ham have a superior side. I think if Skamaka plays up front instead of Antonio, that's definitely a 2-1 win.
Yeah, very quickly, who do you think is going to be the first to leave? It's got to be out of, if I'm looking at the table quickly, you got Moyes. I mean, you got Brendan Rodgers. You can't really blame Forest for where they are at the moment because it's their first season, isn't it? I mean, back in the Prem, so you got to give them a little bit of a leeway. Villa as well. Stevie, I mean, they're on 7 points, not really done much. And Lampard as well.
Lampard is stay, I reckon. You got more chance of the Leicester manager being sacked off.
Out of those ones to go, probably Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers, definitely.
Yeah, it's got to be in it, man. He's like the bottom, man. They're just awful. How many goals are they conceded? They're on minus 12.
It's definitely over 2.
Yeah, we had 6 by him.
Yeah. They've scored 10 goals, right? And they've conceded 22.
Wow.
That's a bad one.
That's mental. Right, moving on to Sunday.
We still got Bournemouth and Fulham and.
No, I'm just doing the key games though.
Okay.
The key games that are like matter. Yeah. No real disrespect to Bournemouth and all that. Like.
Okay.
Shut them down.
Fair enough.
Shut them down. Shut it down. Yeah. Look, Man City versus Manchester United, which is going to be a massive game. A massive game.
And where's this? At Old Trafford?
No, it's at City.
No, it's at the Etihad.
Etihad, yeah. And do you know what? As well, if Man United win that game, they go to 15 points, which literally puts them at 4th. Considering if Brighton doesn't beat Liverpool.
3-1 City.
3-1 City.
Yeah.
Ed?
5-3 City.
Just because I want to be biased and we're going to beat yous on Saturday. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Man United.
Stop jinxing it.
I'm going to go Man United win. I'm going to go Man United win. 2-0 Man United.
Brave decision. They haven't got the team Man City have they really? And City's they got that Haaland. He's just unstoppable. You can't track him. You can't stop him. Man United's going to struggle so much against this player.
I just want to quickly have a look, actually. 11 goals, man, in 7 games. This guy.
Fire.
I mean, I think Ollie's going to be laughing his head off at the end of the season. This guy's going to pick up at least 30 goals.
And Ralph.
Minimum.
Quite easily.
That's ridiculous. And after 14 games, he could double that and be on 22.
But saying that, you got the World Cup break. See what he does after that, because a lot of ties are going to be knackered, aren't they, after the World Cup?
Yeah, but he just has the pace and everything, though, doesn't he? I mean, he doesn't seem to stop, this kid.
No, he's a machine. He's got a great engine, but it's they're going to struggle against him. Man United struggle. They haven't really got no one in their team that you can think, well.
But Man United do look like a different side now, don't they? Now they've got them players. Like you got
Anthony
Martinez at the back. You got Anthony at the front. Ericsson looks a lot better, to be fair. I thought he was going to be a bit of a flop. But
he's settling in quite nicely now, Ericsson.
He is, to be fair. They've kept Maguire on the bench now, which is probably a lot better for him.
Great player.
You know, not for us though. I was hoping he stayed playing. Like I was enjoying watching Man United every week with him in the squad. And also Ronaldo as well. He's kind of boosting himself up again, but he's still a bit iffy. He's still like, it's not Rashford. Rashford's a player to watch, I think, for Man United this season.
He's been lazy in the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, that's it, man. But yeah, And then the final game, well, actually, no, we got one on Monday, but the final game on Sunday is Leeds versus Aston Villa. That's gonna be a tricky
Villa
one.
win.
I think that's gonna be a draw. To be fair, it could be like I think goalless, like 0-0 maybe. Ed,
Well,
3-2 Villa.
3-2 Villa.
Mhm.
And did you say 1-0 Villa, Rich?
Villa win. They didn't score many goals. I don't know, 2-0 Villa.
2-0 Villa, yeah. And then the Monday, Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. Battle of the
Another
relegation
rivalry.
zone.
Another rivalry.
I mean,
Forest should win that.
yeah. Leicester
Yeah,
at
fuck
home.
it. Yeah. Go with Forest. Just because Leicester's a waste team, aren't they?
There's just no holding back on Leicester. Nah, fuck them.
No.
Get them out.
I know Johnny would be saying that all season. He'll want them to go down. Ever since that time when they won the Premier League, he got a B on his bonnet, mate. He hated that because I think if you beat Chelsea that season, you'd have gone top or something like that, and then Leicester needed Chelsea to beat you to win the league.
Yeah. And look how it worked out.
Yeah, Tin Pot Club. Oh, I can't be dealing with them. Think they're all
So
that.
salty.
Oh, won
So
the league
salty.
once.
Yep.
So salty.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go draw. Just gonna go 1-1. Ed,
I'm going to shock you, boys, but I think it's going to be a 2-0 Leicester win.
2-0 Leicester.
Mhm.
Yeah, they could have a little bit more oomph in them, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you for coming on. We're
Always.
going to end it there. We've done our predictions. We've done our predictions for the North London derby. Obviously, we're all in agreement. Arsenal are going to win. And then we've also
No, Richard said a draw.
sorry.
Richard said 2-2.
Like I said, we're all in agreement. We're all going to win. Arsenal are going to win.
You're going to say that, and then we're going to get smashed 5-0.
No, you just jinxed it now, not me.
You've been saying for the past 5 minutes, Arsenal win, Arsenal win, Arsenal win. And every time you do that, we end up losing.
Yeah, but not 5. Come on, man. That's
up the yids. Come on, up the yids.
No, it's still 4-3 for me. Still 4-3.
4. I still think that's ridiculous, man. I mean,
He just loves goals, doesn't he? He absolutely loves goals.
Yeah, I know, but a derby is either going to go one way or the other, and that's it.
Well, no, we drew them 4-4 once, so
we did. But I'm like
saying, Liverpool are jank at the minute. They're not playing like us London teams.
Yeah, I mean, we all know North London's red now, so
it is. Just look at the history. I mean, you love to bring it up. They love to bring it up, so I just feel I might as well.
It's all right. Good things come to those that wait, my friend.
You've been waiting over 50 years. So
what like this little beauty here, just under my shoulder. Where it?
Oh yeah.
Get my hands quickly and just.
All right, I'm
gonna go, boys. I'm gonna do some dinner. I'll bring you after this. All right, catch you later.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you. He's gone.
He's gone again.
Gone.
Classic head.
He's leaving before the game's even started.
Yeah, gone. See you later. I love you.
Cheers, guys. Anyway, for joining us, Richie Rich,
Take care,
from that classic 90s movie. Thank you very much for coming on. It's going to be a great game, I think. Like I said before, I hope it's going to be an exciting game. I hope it's going to be an exciting game. And I'll make sure your notifications are on when we're beating you 3-0, right, mate?
You're getting blocked.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. And we'll see you very shortly. See you later, mate. Take care.
Take care. All the best for that.